Hello, Leo. Welcome to Soul Intuition and your monthly collective tarot reading. I've got your oracle cards shuffled and ready to go for you, but please do keep in mind that this is a general reading. So, not every single message may resonate with you. Feel free to take what does, leave what does not here, because it could be for someone else. Okay, so in meditating in your energy and on this card, it was interesting. I know this is the Sun card, but I read the spoon. That was the first thing. And I was allowing to come to me what that meant. And I feel like at this time you could be taking in some sort of information or experience and maybe digesting it, seeing how things land, seeing what comes of what you're taking in. It does feel like you are having some sort of an emotional experience with that, where the feeling that I was getting was almost like you are having a reaction, but you're not showing it. You can feel it internally, but you're not letting whatever is happening underneath the surface come out to be seen. I'm hearing by the world, or by people in your community or your experience. I do keep getting the reference to you're trying to grow something or create something that's for you. It could involve other people depending on the specific situation. Sorry, I was itchy. But it just feels like there's a lot happening underneath the surface for you at this time, Leo, and you're not really letting it out there. The other thing is that it does feel like in time you may be, I'm hearing, more willing to communicate what it is that you're planning, I'm hearing, or working towards. But at this time, you're kind of keeping your cards close to your chest. There's also this message coming through that once you have whatever information that you need, whatever it is that you're trying to work towards or build up, it's almost like once it gets out the gate, it goes really quickly. I just heard and we're off. So there's definitely an emphasis on, if you are trying to build something in the background or work towards something, or you have some idea or you're digesting something, processing something, it's almost like once it gets going, it takes off. All right, let's see what the oracle message is. So we have growth, change, allowing, all that glitters. I remember I saw this card when it came out and I thought, this is such a Leo card. Wonder. I'll start here. It does feel like you could be going through a process, like I said, of trying to build something or create something, because in this growth card, it's growing almost in an unlikely space. Like it's growing on top of a rock, and it's what is growing is very tall. So there's this energy of maybe you working towards something that maybe other people around you haven't approved of, or don't understand, is also coming through. And maybe you're kind of keeping it close to your chest until you're ready to make the change. Or it feels like maybe it feels like take a risk in exposing what it is that you've been working on. I'm hearing, if that makes sense. So there definitely could be an energy of you feeling a little bit unsure of sharing what you've been cultivating with, I keep hearing, an audience. So take that how it resonates for you. You know, this could be your audience with the people that you live with, or perhaps, you know, you're posting videos online and that's your audience. Take it how it fits for you, since this is general. But there is this energy with change and allowing of, like, perhaps, Leo, in the month of September, it's time to consider allowing yourself to grow in more of a visible sense, or like showing maybe bits and pieces of what it is that you've been working on. There is a lot of value in what you're creating, because right here with all that glitters and wonder, both of these, one has gold and one has a crystal. So it's like there is so much value in what it is that you've been working on, what it is that you've been creating. Perhaps for some of you, this is in career. This could be relationship. This could be a creative project. Some of you actually could also be working on the home, like renovating a home or doing projects around the home. Someone recently planted a tree. That's a message coming in here for someone. There is also this message of like getting this out there or like launching this within the next few months before winter season. So take that only if it's yours. Okay, let's see what else comes out here. We have space and rejection. I am connected to the earth and emerge. So with these cards coming out here, there is a message that what you've been working on, perhaps it's in secret. It could be time to share it with, keep hearing the world, share it with your community, your whoever your audience is, Leo. And allowing that to be seen. There could be some fear of rejection, or maybe you've just been like holding sacred space for your creative process or your experience and not allowing other people in. Perhaps because you don't want to tarnish or disrupt whatever progress that you've been making, because it does feel like whatever this is you've been working towards is really valuable. There is a lot of growth potential, and I do get the sense that you feel that, Leo. But it's almost like it's also interesting because I'm very distracted by a very subtle noise in the background in my house. And I feel like that's symbolic of like, you don't want to lose focus on what it is that you're trying to work on or cultivate. And it's almost like you feel like if you take your focus off of it for a second, you may lose your momentum. You don't want to give this opportunity or investment space because it might not work out. I'm also hearing that would be a repeat pattern for you of like, if you don't tend to this, it could fall away. It feels like whatever you've, how do I articulate this? You've been working on this so consistently and with such intention and care that it feels like the work that you've been doing in the last few months has really shifted things energetically, and it's built so much more of a stable foundation. If we go back to the growth card, like I said, it's being built on a rock. This foundation is stable. And it does feel like it's time to emerge and maybe allow some visibility for yourself or what you've been creating. Okay, let's see what the tarot message has to say for you, Leo. All right. Thank you, great archangels, for this message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to hear, know, or see this September? Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to hear, know, or see? We're going to do a Celtic cross today. Leo. 3 more, got it. Okay. Leo. All right, we have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So movement forward, Queen of Wands, Strength card. That's you, and the King of Pentacles. Someone here, or some of you, could be in a position where you have to advocate for yourself in a place of work. Advocate for your beliefs, what you feel strongly and passionately about. That feels like a smaller group of you, but there is this message of I just heard Speaking Loud for All to Hear. I feel like that's from like a kid's movie, but I can't remember where it's from. Speaking Loud for All to Hear. It does feel like there is that emphasis or that energy of you needing to come forward and say what you want to say. Stand strong, stand proud, communicate clearly, effectively, efficiently is also something that I'm hearing. And it does feel like this could be happening quickly in the month of September. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. Okay, we have the Page of Cups coming out. I saw that in the initial energy, and the Hermit. Some of you could be emerging from like a hermit period. So Hermit in tarot is an energy of being secluded, alone, a lot of introspection, soul searching energy, trying to I'm hearing figure yourself out, figure out your path forward. And also it feels like for you, Leo, really figure out where and how to invest your energy properly that is best suited for you. Yeah, because what you've been working towards or creating, there is an opportunity for new growth to happen. So with the Page of Cups at the center of the reading, it's almost like you're ready to emerge, but not fully yet. So the energy at the beginning was like stand proud, stand tall, speaking loud for all to hear, I think is what I said. But you may not be emerging exactly that way. It may come out as Page of Cups energy. Like there could be a little bit, you could surprise yourself in this situation. You could almost like take a baby step out of your Hermit energy. Let's see what's crossing this Page of Cups. Page of Cups for Leo this September. Thank you. All right, the Fool. Yeah, there's that new start in the Wheel of Fortune. So you're definitely being pushed, I'm hearing, out of your comfort zone with something. You may be trying something new as it relates to what it is that you've been working towards or trying to cultivate in your life. It feels like for some of you, you've been just like very heavily in the mind for a period of time, and you've been thinking a lot about what it is that you want to do, where you want to go. Some of you actually could be planning travel as well, with the Fool here. But there's this feeling of like emerging from the chrysalis, just instead of emerging with a bang, kind of in typical Leo fashion, you might be just like tiptoeing out. I'm hearing there's more to do. So Leo, you could be feeling like there's more work to be put into whatever it is that you've been working on. The Nine of Wands is here. That's Wounded Warrior energy. So there may have been some situation, or like I said in the beginning energies, some failure or things not working out that makes you hesitant to move forward, even though you know that's where you're going. Yeah, we have the Hermit in the recent past. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, or I'm hearing have Virgo placements. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so slowly moving out of that Hermit energy in the present moment. It's like one foot in, one foot out. You know you want to go forward with whatever it is that you've been working on or building. It's just like, I'm hearing afraid to leave the safety of solitude. Okay. I'm hearing to get one more with the Hermit. What's going on with this Hermit? What else do we need to know? The Five of Wands. You could just be concerned about conflict. Maybe if you're dealing in partnership of some sort, you could be worried about leaving your hermit mode and walking into some sort of a conflict, and you just prefer not to. With the Four of Swords, you'd rather stay kind of in a peaceful state, let's say, or quiet, depending on your situation. I don't feel like this is the upcoming near future. This is just like a continuation of this Hermit energy. Your guides are saying like it's time for the next step. It's time to find balance here and continue on forward. I'm hearing you've been here too long. It's time to take some steps out of the chrysalis into I'm hearing into the comfort zone, which is interesting because I feel like hermit mode is kind of your comfort zone. But you may find that as you kind of progress out of hermit or solitude or deep introspection, you may find that the place that you find yourself is actually comfortable as well. There is a message here about maybe some mindset shifts that need to occur. Maybe letting go of negative thinking or immediately going to the worst case scenario, or yeah, there's just some healing energy that needs to be looked at there. If you feel aligned to, please reach out to me for energy healing. I do belief code, which is a really effective way of clearing trapped belief systems within the body. They're kind of creating blockages for you with moving forward or releasing things that have been challenging for you. Also, a message here, some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Cancer. Okay, what's in the near future for Leo? All right, we have the Queen of Cups in the upcoming near future. Almost forgot to add the Sun card to this deck. Queen of Cups in the upcoming near future, and the Six of Cups. So there actually could be love for some of you in the upcoming near future, Leo. Some of you could be meeting a new love interest. Some of you could be up leveling a connection with a soulmate. We have the High Priestess right behind it. So definitely for those of you that it's resonating, having a soulmate in your experience, whether this is a lover, friend, family member, perhaps even a business associate, there's definitely energy around soulmates and that kind of coming together and becoming a little bit more fluid. Queen of Cups energy is that of love and open expression, acceptance, care. It's a very soft energy. So it does feel like that in the upcoming near future is coming in for you. Yeah, I see Three of Cups here after the High Priestess. So you could know this is coming, and maybe that's why you're hesitant to leave your safety of solitude or being solo, is maybe because, you know, for some of you, perhaps this is a relationship you've attempted before, since we have the Three of Cups here, and maybe it didn't go very well. I'll remind you that the Queen of Cups is here with Six of Cups, and that's a really beautiful energy. So it does feel energetically, you know, apply it to your story only if this feels fitting, Leo, that there is like a beautiful, supportive, loving connection available to you. Whether, like I said, this is a lover, a friend, family member. Okay. The other message coming through with that is it does feel like in the upcoming near future, Leo, there is a lot more openness and softness in the heart. Perhaps you've been able to clear those limiting beliefs or whatever energy that was held in the heart space from the past. It does feel like in the future you're able to clear that and move forward with an open heart and possibly be able to accept more love in your life, whatever that looks like. I'm also getting the message, not just love, also support. There is a message with that as well. The Devil and the Judgment card. I'll put this in the above, even though I hadn't asked for it yet. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Libra. Again, there is this message of kind of negative thinking coming up. Maybe in the present moment, what's on your mind is the things that could go wrong. Maybe being afraid to leave your safety of your hermit or independence or whatever it is, because things maybe didn't work out for you in a matter of the heart at another time. And I'm being told Leo is so full of heart. Perhaps there is some elements of yourself that you're denying at this time that need to kind of be, I'm hearing, reassessed and brought into the present moment. Okay, so back to the Devil energy in the above. There is some energy or emphasis around you having the awareness of this, and kind of maybe that's what this Page of Pentacles is, or this Page of Cups is. The surprise is that you are ready to make this shift. For those of you that storyline kind of feels resonant, it feels like this has been a long time coming, and there could just be like a sudden change where you're like, okay, I'm ready to let this go. Yeah, Queen of Wands and the page, or the Knight of Wands, Six of Cups. You could find that you're either inspired to release this heart chakra energy or blockage, perhaps, or whatever is blocking you from being open in the heart. You may find that you're suddenly kind of drawn to doing this, or perhaps whatever soulmate connection that you have, Leo, in your present experience is what is kind of pulling you towards this in a really beautiful and supportive way. It's funny, I'm being told to tell you that I was surprised that actually resonated for me in something, because I'm a Leo as well. I was like, oh, that was weird. Okay, what's in the below position? All right, now we have the page, the Knight. No, yes. I'm tongue-tied. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out with the Three of Swords, and I see the Ace of Swords here as well. It does feel like you're very cautious in not repeating, I'm hearing, the same mistake. Okay, so the energy that I'm feeling is like you want to move very slowly and take things one day at a time, each moment or experience at a time. But it does feel like there is some universal kind of magnetic pull getting you to go where you're meant to. And this feels really good because I go down the line and there's a lot of really positive energy of excitement and rebuilding, but it's like there is something here from your past that is holding on to you, and it's making it difficult for you to leave this hermit or this isolation or introspection and move into temperance, which is healing, and flow forward. Okay, so what's the challenge for Leo? The World here in the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups keeps coming out. So for those of you that are dealing with a soulmate, some of you could have a soulmate entering your experience, perhaps in the month of September. Some of you, this energy could trickle into November, if you're going to meet a soulmate. It feels to me like the challenge, Leo, is that you know that a new cycle is opening up for you. Yeah, the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords here, the Eight of Swords. Yep, exactly. You know that a new cycle is opening up with a soulmate, and it feels good, but I think that's a little bit frightening to you. And maybe there could be some energy of like pumping the brakes or slowing things down, because maybe, again, it's like these old fears that are holding you back, or you wanting to move really slow and being very cautious about it. Again, if we're not talking about a soulmate, this could be energy of the past, old energy that's ready to clear out, and you're moving very slowly with it. Okay. All right, what is the external influence for Leo? We have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful, Page of Pentacles. So some of you could be receiving some really good news. For some of you, this has to do with work. Yeah. And for some of you, it has to do with housing. There is emphasis on something that you've wished for coming to fruition, receiving a gift from the universe. And it is related to this past energy or this soulmate. I want one more on this Nine of Cups, please. The Tower, Chariot. Yeah, it's again this like repeated energy of like, oh, I want this so badly. What if it doesn't work out? there is like, okay, all of the cards kind of keep telling me the same thing. Sorry, I bumped the camera. You've been doing the work, you've been doing the introspection and healing, um, awareness. I feel like for this group of you, you've been doing the energy healing, you've been doing the therapy, you've been reading the books, you've been, some of you are doing like nature walks or hiking. There's just this emphasis on like you've done your part, and now the universe is here to support you in going from your, like taking off from your launch pad into your future that you've been working towards. But there's this hesitation of like, what if it goes wrong? What if what I want doesn't work out? What if I didn't? It's all these what ifs, um, that are kind of holding you back from receiving the gifts that you are due for doing the work. Okay, what is the hopes and fears for Leo? Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. One more, please. Hopes and fears. Thank you. Okay. Exactly what I just said. The hopes and fears are like, what if the universe doesn't give me what it is that I want? Kind of. And this doesn't have to be as black and white as I'm saying it. I think you guys will get the idea of what it feels like. It's almost like I've been working so hard. I want this so badly. I've invested so much time, so much heart, so much focus, intention. I've done all of this. I've released so much already. What if I'm still in this same burdened place that I was? Or what if the past repeats itself? But there is this also emphasis on trusting that your angels, your guides, your spirit team, and the universe is here to support you in receiving exactly what you're meant to be receiving. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of equal give and take. So you've done all of this work. Why? It's almost, I'm hearing, why wouldn't you believe that you're going to be receiving in the same way? That could be a belief system that you feel inclined to look at. Okay. What is in the likely outcome for Leo? All right, we have the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles landed on the energy of a new start. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Okay. So in the upcoming near future, it does feel like even though you're cautious, you will take some steps forward. There is a lot of energy moving in this direction of building or cultivating or supporting whatever it is that you kind of been looking at for the last few months, whether this be yourself, a soulmate dynamic, your business, whatever it is, whatever you've been having intention on. And I'm also hearing it can be more than one thing. It looks like you continue the work and start taking steps forward. It may be slow, like I've said. All right, what is the advice for Leo this September? We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is amazing energy. Ten of Pentacles is success, abundance. It can be extra money coming towards you. It can be a committed partnership, new home, like I mentioned earlier, or relocation. There is definitely this energy of everything that you've been desiring becoming available to you. All it requires is you to keep taking steps forward. I'm hearing you can't receive the rewards and the wish fulfillments if you're not continuing to progress. I'm being kind of reminded like the universe will provide you things as you take, I'm hearing, the courageous and bold steps forward. You're Leo, you're the strength card, right? So summon up that inner courage and strength and wisdom and keep taking those steps forward towards your desired outcome, whatever it is, because there's so much support, abundance, love, compassion, all available to you. You have to keep walking forward to take it. All right, Leo, this is your reading. I trust that it resonated with you. And I'm hearing touch some hearts, so that makes me feel really good. If you feel inclined, please like, comment, share, subscribe. That would be so helpful to me, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, be well.